Welcome to NYC TV Live. I'm Trinity Chavez, and we are coming to you from ICE Experience in my hometown of Las Vegas, Nevada. We have an action-packed show for you today, including a deep dive into what's in store at this year's event, the debut of a new segment focusing on ICE Mortgage, and of course, the ringing of the closing bell in just under a half an hour with ICE Experience Executive Summit participants doing the honors, of course. Now, if you're new to ICE Experience, it's the leading technology conference for the residential mortgage industry. We are kicking off the event today, and it's running through Wednesday. This event will bring thousands of industry leaders together to unveil the latest technologies driving the digital mortgage forward, highlights developer innovation across single platform, and brings our connected community together. ICE is truly advancing its shared mission of moving the mortgage industry forward to help more people achieve home ownership. And this week, they'll be doing it in a variety of different ways. Specialized conference tracks will take attendees down the entire digital mortgage journey with more than 45 interactive breakout sessions led by ICE mortgage experts and industry leaders. ICE Experience will feature networking receptions, plus charitable and volunteer team building opportunities, and so much more. The event will also include keynotes from special guests and ICE executives. And there will be plenty of leaders, pioneers, and visionaries in the spotlight. Featured speakers at this year's event will include former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, real estate mogul and Shark Tank star Barbara Corcoran, and the director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, Sandra L. Thompson. I will also be moderating a session on Wednesday with ICE's Chief Information Security Officer Steve Pugh, along with Special Agent Chris Berry of the Secret Service. We have so much more to get to, but I'm going to speak with the head of marketing for ICE Mortgage in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at some of the highlights from last year's ICE Experience. Now, ICE completed its acquisition of Black Knight this past September, and when explaining the significance of acquiring the software, data, and analytics company serving the housing sector, ICE founder, chairman, and CEO Jeff Sprecher said, quote, "There's been an overarching macro trend that's been playing out over more than a decade that ICE has not been positioned to fully participate in without the addition of Black Knight." Sprecher further elaborated on this point, adding that while ICE management was focused on identifying and taking advantage of long-term trends and the coronavirus pandemic was providing new challenges. One example he cited was access to the financial services, which has been pushed more directly into the hands of consumers with the addition of Black Knight. Sprecher believes that ICE will gain valuable insight into homeowners and potential buyers while maintaining its business-to-business status. Joining me now to talk more about this is Michelle Kirsch, Head of Marketing for ICE Mortgage. Michelle, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me on NYSE TV Live.
Thank you for inviting me here.
Yeah, so let's talk about how you joined through ICE through the acquisition of Black Knight and everything that you've learned since joining the team and the acquisition itself.
So I would say the acquisition has gone incredibly well. The people that I've worked with have been amazing, and the opportunity to bring our products together it just tells a complete story from real estate through servicing and then back to real estate again.
Can you tell me why this is so significant to be here at ICE Experience 2024, especially since joining the team officially?
So this is ICE Experience is a combination of an industry event and a client conference. It's like the best of both worlds. There's 2,500 people here, and the opportunity to showcase our products and our solutions and talk to our clients and find out what they need for the next chapter, tell them about what we're doing, and just meet with our clients and allow them to meet with one another and talk about the challenges they're facing. It's just a remarkable experience.
Yeah, exactly. Pun intended, right? We're here at ICE Experience. Let's talk about more how you engage consumers, customers through the products that we offer with the acquisition of Black Knight.
So both on the origination side and on the servicing side and on the real estate side, truly, we provide the tools to lenders and servicers that they need to reach out to their clients, their customers, to create a better borrower experience, help them be more informed and engaged when they go through the loan process. And then when they're servicing their loan, we give our servicers the tools that they need to help their borrowers stay engaged, so they know more about their mortgage and they know about their loan and they know what opportunities they have to refinance. And then truly, if they want to refinance, we give them the opportunity to circle back with us again.
Amazing. And the acquisition was truly a great way to kick off 2024. From your vantage point, what would you say your focus is for this year? What do you hope to achieve and accomplish?
Throughout 2024, we really want to make sure people understand that we have that full financial life cycle ecosystem for the mortgage life cycle, that we offer the tools, the technology, the data, and the analytics, which is so important that it's what helps servicers and lenders make informed decisions and do better outreach for their customers and provide better customer support. So one of the goals is to make sure people understand all the tools that we have, that we're their partners, that we want to support their goals, that we want to support their goals and their successes.
And I know that the conference just kicked off. It's going through until Wednesday, but what do you hope to take away?
So what I hope to take away, so this is my first experience as an ICE employee, and it's been phenomenal so far. Just seeing how everybody works so well together to put on this amazing event. It takes 9 months of preparation. So to see it all come to fruition is pretty incredible. But then I want to see our clients leave with a better understanding of what we do. Obviously we want them to buy our solutions because they understand the value they're going to provide. And then we want them to come back next year. So that's how we'll know it's a success.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Michelle. I'll see you later.
Thank you, Trinity.
Now, switching gears a little bit, another event that took place this past September with Lennar Mortgage ringing the closing bell at the New York Stock Exchange in celebration of National Mortgage Professionals Month. My colleague Judy Shaw spoke with Lennar Mortgage President about some of the company's latest initiatives. Let's take a listen.
I'm really excited about the different programs that we work on. Lennar Foundation has a certificate program, or has a certificate program in the last couple of years. And their certificate program goes into construction for new generation. Then the need was for IT, and the need from there was for nursing. And I said, wow, the foundation is partnering with local universities in South Florida and offering these programs. What about mortgage banking? We don't offer mortgage banking in anything. You can become a doctor, you become a lawyer, you can become anything you want, and our industry is not in current universities. So we started to create curriculum about 3 years ago. In 2022, I approached MBA, the Mortgage Bankers Association, and said, we're in over our head. We need to introduce this curriculum throughout the United States. MBA had been trying to do this for years. So the connection with Lennar Foundation, the universities, and MBA, I am really proud to say that Mortgage Banking Bound program completed its first graduation this May with Barry University. So very excited. Our second cohort is just getting started this month. And we're not just introducing mortgage banking to the world. We're offering jobs. We're opening doors to different diverse minorities, which is really what we're supposed to be doing.
Now, Lennar Mortgage is also at the forefront of mortgage innovation. Tell me, what's your view on technology's role in streamlining the mortgage process, and how does it impact both industry professionals and borrowers?
Yeah, our industry is like all other industries. We need to follow technology. We need to embrace technology. We need to innovate now. And if you invest in technology, the biggest hurdle is using what you invest in. So ROI is so very important. You have to get a lift from your technology. I'll give you a couple of examples because we believe in automating everything automatable. Years ago, I kept hearing this thumping sound constantly throughout the day in the office. Thump, thump, thump. And one day I walked over and I said, "What is it that you do?" And one of our associates said, "Well, I'm stamping the mail, and then I'm stamping the checks, and then I'm sending out the checks." We automated it. We repurposed that associate to do more meaningful work. We automated the commitment letters. We have lots of bots. We have Elroy, we have Astro, we have Rosie. Sound familiar? All of our bots do lots of amazing work. Besides automating clerical functions, they may send out commitment letters, which is an approval letter to the consumer. They may be collecting data and giving us data. One of the things that I love is the closing package. When somebody's closing on their home, it used to be that you had a 2-inch package and you had to sit there and go through these papers for hours. It's digital now. You're closing from your sofa in your home using your device, your phone or your iPad. That's technology. We must commit and continue to innovate and move forward.
And finally, Laura, tell me, where do you think the mortgage industry is heading? And what do you think your role and Lennar's role is going to be to get there?
It's a difficult question, Judy, and I'll tell you why. We're in really tumultuous times. I'm sure you know interest rates are at an all-time high. Housing prices are definitely still all the way up there. So you have a balance with affordability, right? So it's definitely a challenge. I will tell you one thing that I'm really proud of with our home builder. They're always forward thinking. Lennar is always forward thinking. And I'll take you to our 3D printing of our homes in Austin. Lennar partnered with Icon and we have just started our first 3D community. And you think about the climate issues and the challenges that we're having right now in our world. California, Hawaii, Florida, Louisiana, all of these issues, homes that are built with a cement printing press, if you will, are creating tomorrow's homes. So eventually scalability will be there. The point is that we have to keep fighting and we have to keep looking at technology and ways to help the consumer get there easier and more affordable.
Now, John Hundlin is the Chief Operating Officer and Managing Director of AmeriHome Mortgage, and he's joining me now. Now, you know, it's great to have you here. Thank you for joining me on NYC TV Live.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, you're one of the key speakers tomorrow. You know, we were just talking about it. What are some of the key objectives that you hope to convey in this year's ICE experience?
Well, first and foremost, I think ICE, this event is one of the premier technology innovation automation deals. So thousands of individuals, so I always appreciate the networking opportunities, whether it's vendors, partners, colleagues, clients, so I appreciate that. And then really just hearing about what the new stuff is. You know, the way that the mortgage business is now, we're very focused at AmeriHome and most companies in trying to get cost out, get faster, give better service to our borrowers and clients. So I'm really interested in what's coming that can help us, our business, make more money, save more money, and do better for our clients.
Tell me about the biggest transitions that you've seen in recent years and how the mortgage industry has shifted.
So over the past, say, 3-4 years, we've had a couple things. Obviously, in theme with the conference, a lot more technology is coming into space, and we need that. But probably the most dramatic thing that's impacting us as an industry is through the pandemic, rates went very low. Home prices were probably up over 30% in most markets over the past few years. And we have a lot of demand. We've got a lot of millennials looking to buy homes, and we do not have enough supply. And so affordability with rates this high and the price increases of homes is a major challenge in our industry.
And you know, tell me how AmeriHome is helping consumers achieve that American dream.
Well, what AmeriHome tries to do is we're largely a correspondent lender. So our main objective is our 800 or so clients, we provide liquidity to them. So we allow them to get loans off their lines fast, get paid, make their money, and then we handle the back end of that. So that's what we try to do on behalf of them.
Wow, so you really streamline and make it more efficient and effective.
Exactly. And that's why I'm here, to find more ways to make it even more streamlined and faster and cheaper for everybody, especially the borrower.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Trinity. Appreciate your time.
Now I am going to switch gears a little bit. Thank you so much, and bring in Steve Pugh. He is a CISO for ICE. Steven, it's great to have you.
Thanks for having me, Trinity. It's great to be here.
Yeah, so I was teasing the audience a little bit how I'm going to be moderating a panel with you and Chris Berry, on Wednesday. Without giving too much away to our audience, let's talk about what we're going to talk about that day.
Sure. It's a really exciting topic. Mortgage fraud is something that we've continued to see rise. And so we're really going to get to dig in with somebody, Special Agent Chris Berry, who's been there, been in the field, and seen a lot of different case studies around mortgage fraud. So we're going to get to share that with the audience, give some experience around cybersecurity and compliance. And so I'm really excited about that conversation.
I'm really excited about it too, because I have so many questions I want to ask you, but I won't ask them here. I'm going to save that for Wednesday. Let's talk about how you've attended ICE Experience for the last, this is your third year, right?
It is, yep.
Okay, so tell me about the biggest transition that we have noticed in recent years and what you hope to accomplish this year.
Well, I think the biggest transition is just change. The mortgage industry continues to evolve. From my perspective as a security professional, the adversaries continue to evolve. Over the last 4 months, we've seen an uptick in ransomware, and so that'll certainly be top of mind as we go through and talk about this.
Now, as the CISO of ICE, what do you hope to accomplish this year specifically and personally?
One objective is really giving out best practices, so how to leverage our platform in a secure way to help people go further, faster, and really help homeowners achieve more. And then the other piece is listening, and so hearing the demands of our customers and understanding where their concerns are so we can address those moving forward.
A lot to look forward to. Well, thank you so much, Steve.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
All right, I will catch up with you later. Now this year, ICE Experience is all about helping its customers make the American dream a reality, specifically in the U.S. mortgage ecosystem. Here's a sneak peek of just that. Joining me now is today's bell ringer, Tim Frederick, head of mortgage organizations at M&T Bank. Tim, it's great to have you on NYSC TV Live.
Hi, Trinity. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about today. You're excited. You're going to close out the U.S. equity markets. In Las Vegas.
This is incredible. What a tradition. This is amazing.
And tell me about how ICE Experience is so significant and why you think it's important to play a role in what we're doing here today.
Well, I think the work that the collective group here, ICE, and the lenders that are in the house here advances American homeownership, and it provides a means for us to offer the product to the most amount of people.
And let's talk about some of your objectives, right, for ICE Experience, what you hope to accomplish in this year's event.
Better, faster, cheaper delivery of service and products for our consumers. Help the most amount of people possible.
And tell me about how you've seen the mortgage industry transition in recent years.
Well, that's an interesting question. It has changed a lot. Over the past few years, again, advances in technology have enabled us to provide our services to more people and have lowered the cost or beginning to lower the cost for American homeowners. So more to come.
Yeah, more to come. And you have a bell to ring, right? 10 minutes out from closing out the U.S. equity markets. I won't keep you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, now we're going to jump ahead, and joining me in just a moment is Jonas Moe. He is the Senior Vice President of ICE Mortgage, and we're going to get to him in so much more, but we're going to toss it to a quick break, and we'll be right back.
As part of the family of Encompass users, let me give you something to think about. Maybe you have a problem. Maybe you don't have a problem. Or consider this. It could be possible you have a problem you don't even know about. Problems can come from lots of places, even good places you wouldn't expect. Like expanding your business, an acquisition, adding a channel, managing new workflows, or updating processes. But it's almost certain your problems come from a place of frustration. Whether that place comes from too much success or just wanting to drive improvements, ICE Mortgage Technology can help. Our experts can help you look at every stage of your interaction with Encompass and the way your business manages workflows. And then we can make recommendations to get you on the road to more success. Whether it's additional admin support, better Encompass configuration, or workflow efficiency improvements, we're here to help you take your business to the next level. Anytime you're ready. Contact us today to get on the road to more success.
Now we have so much more to get to here at ICE Experience before the closing bell. But first, here's one example of how ICE is helping more people navigate the housing market. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Andy Walden from ICE with your latest mortgage and housing market update. Something interesting caught our eye this month in digging through the latest ICE eMBS agency securities data. First-time homebuyers made up a record 55% of all agency purchase issuance in 2023. And 44% of all issuance overall. That includes loans originated through FHA, VA, and GSE loan products last year. With debt-to-income ratios also at a series high, according to ICE's market trend data, performance of those loans is worth watching closely as we move throughout 2024 and beyond. All of that and more can be found in our latest Mortgage Monitor report, available online now. Once again, I'm Andy Walden, Vice President of Enterprise Research and Strategy from ICE, and we'll see you again soon.
Now, I caught up with Andy Walden to dive deeper into his role at ICE and what projects he and his team are currently tackling. Check it out.
Yeah, and I like to say that I get the easy and fun job at ICE. I get to explore the data sets across the organization, everywhere from kind of pre-origination rate lock data through the origination cycle, why are borrowers behaving the way they are, what are they doing out there in the market, into mortgage performance trends, and then into the real estate world. So we get to explore all of that data each and every month and kind of uncover the stories that the market are telling us.
Very important things, which is why you're going to be joining us more often on NYSE TV Live.
Yeah,
so tell viewers exactly what we can expect from your segments.
Yeah, so we're going to narrow that down to the most pertinent storylines each month. So whether you're a capital market segment person, you're a mortgage market person, or you're just trying to keep up to date on the latest in the housing finance universe, we'll be bringing those stories to you each and every month.
And how do those ICE mortgage reports aim to keep consumers and viewers informed?
Right, and it really depends on who the user is, right? If you're a mortgage origination person, it's really understanding who's transacting in the market, why they're transacting. Servicers are trying to benchmark themselves against the rest of the industry. And then we have a lot of folks just trying to stay up to date on the latest and greatest and what's going on out there in the market.
And what's ICE's strategy when it comes to the mortgage sector?
Yeah, and really when you look at their mortgage strategy, it's pretty simple. It's driving that path to homeownership forward in an easy, transparent, and clear way from the beginning to the end of that life cycle and beyond.
And can you elaborate more on what should our audience expect to see from NYSE TV ICE Research and Analytics?
And when you look at 2023, right, it was a historically challenging year for the market, both in origination activity and the housing market overall, prepayment speeds for the cap market sector. But when you look forward out there in the market, there's these green shoots of opportunity that are kind of starting to expose themselves this year. There's some pockets of risk that are exposing themselves this year as well. And so we'll be exploring both of those with our audience. How do you capitalize on that opportunity while minimizing that risk?
So what should first-time home buyers look out for as we enter the spring home buyer season?
Yeah, so this spring is a little bit different than last year, right? If we look at overall inventory available to buy out there in the market, they're going to have a little bit more inventory to look at this year than we did last year. On the opposite side of the spectrum, interest rates are about 0.5% higher this year than they were last year, and affordability is a little bit lower. So some good news for buyers and some bad news for buyers as we enter this spring. From a price perspective, it's going to be a little bit softer home prices because we've got about a 40% deficit in supply, about a 40% deficit in demand right now. So a little bit softer price environment this spring than what we were seeing last year as well.
Okay, so let's talk about interest rates. Obviously, they are high right now, right? I mean, everything is dependent on what the Fed is going to do later this year. So how is that impacting the housing market, especially because, you know, you're sort of dating the interest rate, right? You're buying the property.
Yeah, and that has been the mindset over the last year, and that mindset may pay off, right? So if you look at those folks that took out mortgages in 2023, we ran some analysis over the last few months that basically shows that if current forecasts hold true, of rates getting down into that low 6% range by the tail end of this year, then nearly half of those borrowers may be in the money to refinance and get a better rate by the tail end of this year. May provide a little bit more opportunity for the refinance market and may make affordability a little bit better as we move throughout 2024 as well.
Do you think that since interest rates are a little bit higher right now, that you're seeing prices drop when it comes to the prices of houses?
They're certainly not dropping, but they're not rising as quickly as they had been in the past. If you look at home affordability, it's lower than it was at this same point in time last year. It's improved, and I think you'll gradually see it improve as we move throughout the tail end of this year as well, but certainly impacting demand out there in the market. We're seeing demand move right along with interest rates. When they rise, you're seeing buyers pull back. When interest rates are falling, you're seeing those buyers return to the market.
Now joining me now is Josh King, the head of corporate affairs for the New York Stock Exchange. I mean, Josh, what a great day.
Trinity, we are in Las Vegas, Nevada at ICE Experience 24, and we have this incredible group of bell ringers ready to go. Is everybody ready to ring the bell in a couple minutes?
I think I heard,
How about that, right?
I think I heard Pete just say that the bell has been rung like something like 37,000 times.
Pete said 37,000 times.
Yeah.
And you know, when I come to Harry Reid International Airport, like I did last night, I look down at all the housing construction and what Las Vegas has meant for the last 100 years since it was first really opened up for development, since the El Rancho Vegas started the first hotel here in Las Vegas. But there's key data point, which is I also checked the 30-year fixed mortgage rate last night, 6.86%. And that's this magic number that, depending on where things go over the next 12 months, it would either trigger people like your folks. You're from Nevada, you're from Las Vegas, your parents
Born
have a
and
mortgage.
raised.
I think they're with Lennar, is that correct?
Lennar Mortgage, yeah.
So at what point do you say, well, it makes sense to refi, it makes sense to sell and go to the house of your dreams, but it's hard for me, for example, when I'm sitting on a 2.7% mortgage in the West Village in Manhattan to say, yeah, I want to sell it now and then go get a 6% mortgage. So we're all waiting. This is what is happening right now around the industry. There is this huge groundswell of millennials who want to buy houses, who want to buy that house from me so I can move on, but we're waiting for the market to turn, as it always does.
Yeah, but you know what? I like to say that you're dating the interest rate, but marrying your home, right? You could always refinance at any time. We're seeing a ton of construction all around Nevada. How we have seen the trajectory really increase in recent years. I mean, it's truly remarkable what the economy here has transpired to, especially with the recent sports teams that have started here. We're getting a baseball team here in Nevada. I mean, it's truly remarkable.
And I'm going to talk to Bill Foley, one of the founders of Black Knight, in a couple days. Now he owns the Vegas Golden Knights, but across the country, we're about 3.5 million home units short. And the housing construction that is taking place now to try and fill that gap is really what is sustaining the economy. And later on this afternoon, we've got former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers on the podcast.
Yes.
I'll talk about a lot of these factors, that the economy is going great, but people don't know about it. There are a lot of people who are being employed to build these houses, but there's a lot of misery index and fear index going on because people are kind of stuck where they are.
Would you say that that's the thing that you're looking forward to most discussing at your podcast?
Well, Secretary Summers is going to be on the stage tomorrow with Tim Bowler at ICE Experience in the keynote session.
And we have about 5 seconds.
And we're going to go ring the bell. Let's go ring the bell.
The bell waits for no one. Let's tune into that.
iconic brands speak for themselves. The strongest brands stand the test of time. We are so excited to welcome you to our community. Today is all about you.
We've never lost sight of what we're trying to do and deliver that mission.
Going through this experience with my partners and my families has been unbelievable.
We imagined something that didn't exist yet, and we believed that we could do it.
You're going to look back on this accomplishment as one of the finest you've ever done.
I want you to know that the best is yet to come.
Just a few minutes, we'll go downstairs to the legendary New York Stock Exchange trading floor to ring the opening bell. The history here, the tradition, it's just incredible for us to be at this moment.